voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross, and we are live here in Dallas at Corporate Relocation International HQ here in Dallas. We have a literal dog on set here. This is the first time we've ever had a dog. Come here, pup. You want to be on? No? All right. Dog don't want to be on. It's very unpredictable here. I do feel like Johnny Carson now. We have actual animals on set. This is fancy. You let people. We're here with Anthony Horton, by the way, CEO of don't pass the camera.
All right.
CEO of CRI at HQ ASAP.
Is it CRI or RCI?
I think that was
CRI. I remember now.
Oh man, it's gonna be a fun day today. Happy Monday, everybody! Hit that like button right now. Get in the comments. Don't kick the camera, please. It's a budget. There's a budget production here. I'm playing footsies with my webcam.
To you.
Hit that like button. Get in the comments right now if you got questions for Anthony. We've also got some amazing other guests here from CRI as well. We've got Anna Baraldi as well coming up, and we've got Stephanie Massegee coming up as well, talking about all sorts of things relocation. And this is the beginning of our 4 days, 4 cities, Love and Relo. It's going to be amazing. Hit that like button. We got Jonathan Johnson, Anthony Horton. Looking forward to it, sir. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Tiffany Crozier. Hey, from Seattle. Hey, what's going on? You don't have to talk like that if you don't want to. It's just me. Faye, hello from Houston. Ben and Anthony. What's up, Faye? Faye's one of the best people. Look at this. Look at this. Prime Lending in the house. Jana Chezanowski checking in. Happy Monday, everyone. Hit that like button. If you've got questions, comments, whatever, get active in the comments. We will answer all your questions. Cambridge, Mass in the house at Air Inc. What's up, Rob? Therese in the house from Arizona. This is fantastic. I'm going to hop right into it, because this, I feel like, is the elephant in the room question here, Anthony.
Uh-oh.
And you know what I like about you is you're unafraid to go places other people are afraid to go. And that just makes good TV.
That's
so thank you.
Teeing me up for something scary. So
well, CRI has been very active in the acquisitions in the market over the last year. You've acquired some nice names, some big names here. First of all, do you want to tell people some of the companies that have joined the CRI family?
Yeah.
Or are we allowed to do that? And then, I was gonna bridge into. There's been some really good names have joined. You can look it up on your own.
Most recently, we did a deal with Crown Worldwide.
Yes, big name
with their domestic business, and that's been they've been great to partner with, and that's been going extremely well.
Yeah, fantastic. Some really cool acquisitions and mergers. And I want to ask you, though.
Oh, I should mention as well, Oxford Relocation in Atlanta.
Nice.
Just completed that last week. Teresa,
wow.
I'm not sure if you're on, but it's
breaking news here. Can we get a breaking?
Do we have
a sound effect? No, we don't. No. No, that's awesome. Congrats on that. And then we also heard some really big news come out around Serva BGRS.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. And my question is, someone who's doing acquiring, who's doing merging, who's also watching other things that are going on in the market. What does this mean for our industry?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. I mean, I definitely think and see more consolidation happening. Not just, I don't think we've heard the end of it with BGRS and Serva. I'd like to say that I anticipated this question. It's why I wore my red glasses, because we're definitely seeing the headwinds of an economic slowdown and a recession that I think will likely start to impact us in the September timeframe. And, we think that's going to have a direct impact on consolidation in the market. There's been a lot of debate on whether it's going to be a meltdown or a slowdown. I think it's going to be a slowdown. You certainly saw with
a slowdown in the business or a slowdown in acquisitions?
No, a slowdown in the economy that should lead to actually more acquisitions.
Interesting.
And mergers
and how does that lead to more acquisition and merger and acquisition activity?
Well, I think that we are in a very crowded industry and a very crowded market, and dare I say, a very traditional industry, one that has been slow to change, seen seen slow change over the course of time and over the years. And I think it's high time that differentiation, innovation, truly injecting more quality into the equation comes into place. So whenever you have a traditional kind of old industry, you tend to have a lot of competitors sitting in the middle of it. And I think that it's tough.
It is a very mature industry. I mean, you know, this business kind of started in that's my camera.
The camera
it's very, very, it's just on the thread.
It's all right.
It's just on a piece of duct tape. The bubble gum's wearing out.
Adding movement.
Yeah, we're keeping it exciting over here. But no, it's a mature business. I mean, I remember when I was getting my CRP, you know, they're asking us questions of, you know, from the 70s, you know, about laws and everything that made it advantageous for companies to utilize relocation management companies. We've got a lot of people checking in. I want to hear your comments, your thoughts out there. We're talking about mergers and acquisitions. We're talking about other trends as well. We've got other guests coming up as well. We got David. Shout out to David, Mike Falia in SoCal, Jeremy Chander. Look at that. And London's in the house. This is great. We got so many countries represented. Jersey. What's up, Joseph? Barbara, Brandy, Christine, Silverdor in the house. Hey, Anthony Horton, how's it going? Anthony Hughes, my second favorite Anthony. What's up? Congrats to you, Anthony, also getting married recently. Love the CRI team. Glad to see y'all are on here today. Yes, awesome. Karen in the house. Oh, yeah, looking forward to hearing from Anna and Stephanie. People are already ready to get you offset. You're not going anywhere yet.
I'm ready to get them on.
We got some real heavy hitters coming. We got Connecticut, Juliet's in the house. Sue Bornhorst here. Lisa Ross says Anthony Horton is such an incredible leader, and his vision for our industry is so inspiring. I'm very proud to be part of the CRI family. Super cool. How's that make you feel?
That makes me feel great. Thanks, Lisa. Who could feel anything but great?
Yeah, really. Kristen checking in. Leslie, looking forward to hearing from CRI. Tiffany in the house. Love our new teams. They are all awesome. And then, you know what I say? The best first impression in relocation. Karen Sanborn. Karen, we love you, Karen. She's up front, holding it down up there, keeping us safe. Aaron Flores, great team at CRI. Look at all the love here, man.
Well, there's Dean from Canada.
Look, you got a fellow Canadian in here.
That's right.
A very Canadian hello to my friend Anthony. Hope you lads are well. Faye, OMG, congrats to CRI. And Teresa with Oxford. Super cool. Maria checking in. Fantastic. Teresa also. Look at all the people. Oh, my gosh. Hit that like button right now. Valerie, Dean, Aaron, Christian checking in as well. Real has always been an industry of change. What changes do you think are coming in the future? What do you think about all the acquisitions and mergers and things that are going on in our business? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Throw them in. CRI has the best people. Look at that, Valerie. Man, look at this. Amazing. True celebrity, Serena says. I don't know who they're talking about.
The celebrities are coming on.
They're coming soon. Dave Sharon in the house. Phil Leonard, Charles Beatty, Juliet, Chris Lauterbach. Love the fun changes, including the dog part. Where's the dog? Whose dog is that?
That's Tara's.
Tara's dog?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Come here, Jesse.
Come here. Come on. No. Come on.
He's coming.
Oh, Jesse's coming. Let's see what happens. Who knows? Come here. Come here, Jesse. Come here. Up. You up. Do up. No, just sitting by my lap. Doesn't actually make good TV, but no, it's.
I could kick the camera again.
And maybe it would get him in frame. Yeah. Hey, Jess. So tell me about the dog thing, because I saw on LinkedIn recently you had a new addition to your office here, where people can bring their dogs.
Yeah.
And you even carved out a spot for them.
We did.
And you did a contest to name it. What's the name of your?
It's the barking lot.
The barking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why was that important to you to let people bring their dogs?
I think coming back from some of the, complete remote work with COVID, we've gone to kind of a hybrid space. But, one of the things we realize is it's important to make the environment as welcoming and as home-like as possible. And we're a dog-loving culture. And so we just decided, hey, let's let everyone bring their dogs in if they want to.
I really want to get Jesse in the frame.
All right.
You think
we could figure out a way, I'm sure.
I mean, this is a big dog. I'm not really accustomed to, that's a lot of dog there.
Yeah.
Jesse, you want to get up here, buddy?
Well, we know you're not comfortable with the camera moving.
No,
so
should Should we get Jesse on, everybody? What does everybody think out there?
I'll tell you what, when Stephanie and Anna come on, we'll see. Oh no, he's leaving. He's
Jesse's
shy.
like, all right, I'm done with
He's
this.
camera shy.
Jesse, like everybody else, it's like, I'm done with this. Hit that like button.
He
Let
didn't
us know.
agree with my theories about consolidation in the industry. So he's
I'd like to hear from
tapping
everybody
it.
out there. Are you allowed to bring your dog to work? Does anyone else have some really cool company culture stuff like that? I'd love to know. We got a question here from Jeremy Chander. Question for Anthony: what, in your opinion, differentiates a high-quality relocation company from a run-of-the-mill relocator?
Oh, geez. I mean, I think it's all about the focus on employee experience. I think that gets tougher and tougher the bigger you get. And I'm one of the things that we really pride ourselves on and enjoy at CRI is we're really a mid-sized company. We aren't into big, huge volumes and transactions. And I think no matter what happens, as soon as you start getting into real high volume type activity, it's harder and harder to deliver on the quality equation. So at least for us, it's sort of remaining the same size as a lot of the client base that we service, and really focusing in on the whole employee experience going through a relocation. So that means involving families, partners, loved ones, and really truly providing a consultative experience for them so that it's customized and specific to them. They don't come out feeling like a number. I think that's probably the key area.
It does seem like people are requiring companies to meet them where they are more often. I mean, we talk about relocation, we talk about benefits, like, because relocation has a benefit, bringing dogs to work, and really kind of, addressing the whole person, including, like you said, the extended family or the non-traditional families or whatever, all types of families. And it does seem like it used to be kind of a nice to have and a progressive thing. And now it's a requirement. Now it's like table stakes, and you can't exist without these kinds of considerations.
Yeah. And we always like to say that we're human focused and technology enabled, not the other way around. It's very difficult to sort of put everything on a technology, especially in something as complicated as a relocation, and still expect to have that human consultative experience. So
I agree.
We have Carolina from Alto Vita here today.
What's up,
and
Carolina?
I just experienced that with Alto Vita booking some stuff in Europe.
Did you?
It was like I went on expecting technology, and I ended up getting a super high end. Shout out to Esther. I'm sure she's not
What's up,
listening
Esther Gall?
right now.
Shout out to Esther.
But really a terrific human experience that wasn't, just interacting with my computer. And I think that's what we try to deliver. And that's what really differentiates companies in this space.
That's awesome. Nice. I hope Esther's watching. Can somebody tag Esther Gall right now so she knows that we're shouting her out right now? Tiffany's saying we need our therapy dogs in Relo. Yes, for sure. Right. It is peak season, right? Dogs and alcohol both go in the office in peak season. Christine, here's an idea. CRI can foster a dog in the office. # adopt, don't shop. Christine is a big advocate for dog adoption, fostering dogs. She's also a big advocate for pit bulls and other breeds. So shout out to Christine.
I have 5 rescues. So
wow,
I'm with you on that one.
Awesome. Look at that. Tara saying another reason to love CRI. People are digging the idea. Faye's got a question. What's up, Faye? Leave your questions in the comments. I will get to them, assuming you do it quickly. So get in there before we lose Anthony. I know he's a busy guy. He's got a lot on his schedule. We've got some people in the green room actually waiting to come on.
Right.
Faye says, what are some of the things CRI looks for when determining RMC acquisitions?
Really, more than anything, cultural fit. So that same focus on employee experience, that same focus on, really everything boils down at the core to delivering on the service equation. I think that's the most important thing is fit of culture, fit of philosophy, fit of core values.
Nice. Yeah, I'm super interested, and I appreciate you letting us kind of go here and kind of talk about the industry and acquisitions and everything like this. How long do you foresee like kind of the consolidating of this industry going on for? Is there kind of like a time or a makeup of the industry where like, okay, it gets, because we know, okay, a market gets to maturity, there's a lot of players, and then that's kind of when consolidation comes into a market, and then it gets to like a certain amount of, it's not a winner take all situation, but what does it get to when it kind of starts to slow down?
Yeah, I mean, I would sort of think the next 12 to 18 months, especially if we do see an economic slowdown in the coming months, that you'll see continued, if not accelerated, activity in the M&A space and in relo and mobility. And then
what is the rising interest rate environment look like, though? Does that impact people's ability to go out and acquire? Companies' ability to go out and acquire?
Sure, in some instances. I mean, it depends on the capital structure of the acquisitions. I think where interest rates have an impact is on the economy as a whole. You have inflation, you have interest rate rising, you have an inverted yield curve, you have everything pointing to the fact that there's going to be a slowdown. And that means some industries will slow down, others will sort of stay stable or experience change during that time. I think what it does is it further shrinks the available market and the addressable market. And so you have all this competition. You naturally see instances where joining forces coming together makes sense. This is just my kind of prediction 18 months out. I think in the industry, what we're going to see is a couple of large players that really service the large Fortune 1000, Fortune 500 type clients, and then a thriving middle market, which is what we're really kind of betting on and focusing on being a leader in, where you will have a smaller number of providers that kind of provide that less volume-based, large service type client relationship. And then you'll have your series of smaller boutique, kind of high-end specialized providers. But it's pretty difficult when you see a contraction in the economy, especially in this industry that just went through COVID and a forced economic slowdown that we all experienced, followed by kind of a bounce back over the last 2 summers and definitely this summer, heading back into a slowdown period. I think that's where you have challenges that make it really ripe for some consolidation. But I'm excited about that for the industry, because I think it leads us to that place where you get innovation, differentiation, and at the end, better costs and better quality for the clients at the end of the day, which is all that matters. Whether you're doing that on a 400J tariff, a 400F tariff, paying whatever setup you've got and all of that, it's all about quality to the client at the end.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Anthony's over here. He's poking me. He wants to get into some stuff. Let's see here. We got people in the comments here. Hit that like button right now if you got any other questions for Anthony here. We've only got a couple minutes with him. Let's see here.
Let's bring on the real stars.
Hold on. We're not yet. Don't. What, the cats? The cats. Jamie says, don't forget the cats. The 3 cat rescues in the house here. Robert's saying, great to see my old friend Anthony Horton, smart guy and fun to hang out with. To boot. We should hang out more. I don't even know about the hangout, Anthony. Let's get the office, Anthony. Dean, inverted yield curve. I haven't heard that in a while. Let's see here. Look at this. Doug Barnett saying, well stated. We do have a question here. As Tim notes, it's illegal now to sell dogs, cats, in pet stores. Christine says, how do you propose to make sure accounts don't fall through the cracks during acquisition? It can be quite challenging transitioning accounts and rebuilding trust. There undoubtedly will be fallout for more intimate clients that don't want those massive hands. Thoughts, advice?
To us, I think it's about continuity of contact and expertise and client knowledge. So someone had asked you had asked previously kind of what we look for in the cultural fit. Mm-hmm. Another is being able to kind of absorb and keep a lot of the knowledge and client specific kind of content. So in the activity that we've had, we've brought people into the fold in CRI, which has been great. We've added new talent, new perspectives, new people into our team. But those are also the same people that have been servicing those clients and know them intimately. I think that's really important. I think it's much more difficult when you just go like an implementation, right? You leave the former company and all those people behind, go into a new company. You got to start over with all that institutional knowledge that's built up over years.
Right.
If you actually bring people into the mix, you get that. And
you got to keep those relationships intact.
Yeah. And plus that knowledge means that you're instantly able to not have to worry as much about, we don't know the client. We don't know, they're not going to fall through the gaps if the same people have their backs. And that's really what we try to look at.
I think that's so wise. That's so smart. It's like, when you leave a job, do you leave the company or do you leave the boss, right? When you leave a service provider, are you leaving your account manager or are you leaving a company, right? A lot of times there's issues with their personality where you're just not getting the responsiveness
sometimes it depends
you need,
on
you don't
how
care.
You leave.
Yeah, sometimes. Yes, this is great. Tiffany even says assembling a transition team to help ensure that every bit of the nuances aren't lost, for sure. We got a Celtics shot. Hey, go Celtics, right? Let's make it happen. Tonight's game 6, I think it is. I don't know.
Go Bill. Tampa Bay.
Oh man, now we're really getting, man. All my New Yorkers are gonna get really vicious in the comments.
Oh, that's true. It's probably still a little fresh.
Yeah, it's a little too soon.
Sorry.
Too soon.
Sorry, Northeast.
I heard something that said that a Canadian team has not won the Stanley Cup in decades.
Look, I am.
What do you think about
the
that?
Maple Leafs. So my Canadian team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. My U.S. team is Tampa Bay.
Well, that tells you something. He's got a U.S. team.
Toronto has not won a Stanley Cup since '67. That's because I'm a dual citizen. I need teams on both sides of the border.
This is great. Yeah, people are getting really the hockey talk is getting.
Yeah, but the Leafs haven't won since '67. Tampa Bay actually beat them in the first round this year, so that was a tough one.
Tampa Bay. Look at this Tampa Bay talk here. We've got one more question. This will be our last question before the hockey talk takes us off the rails. Yeah. Christian Hall, how can Relo capitalize on the housing market when new hires are working remote? I want to understand this question, Christian, buying time for Anthony as well. How can Relo capitalize on the housing market when new hires are working remote? So you're saying, Christian, when they get onboarded, they're not needing to buy or sell a home because they're not changing residences? I mean, is that kind of the question, Christian? I'm kind of
well, curious. I could probably answer it by saying right now at this point in time, I'm reluctant to answer any questions around real estate. Because if you had told me 2 years ago that we'd go into a worldwide pandemic and real estate would boom, I would have been arguing and debating on the other side of that. And I think where we are right now is you see pockets and regions like here in Dallas where the markets are still, really, really strong if you're a seller and difficult if you're a buyer. What I would say around sort of remote work is, we're kind of seeing that certain tertiary industries have definitely moved to more remote work. You still have a lot of industries like manufacturing, healthcare are the two that come to mind where people still have to move. They have to be on site there.
Right, hands-on.
And so we haven't necessarily seen the remote work kind of make its way into those industries.
Well, and
so Christian's kind of half and half on the remote work.
And Christian's saying no referral fees to be had. I mean, that's a big revenue source for a lot of, U.S.-based relocation management companies who are used to those home sale referral fees. Do you see that changing, the way that RMCs make money and the kind of services that they really hang their hat on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you've seen who the winners in prop tech are going to be quite yet. When they do, there are going to be transformational changes in the real estate industry as a whole. And the only way I could really answer that question is to use the word adaptability. That's something that we really, as we try to look at 6 months, a year, 3 years, and kind of predict where markets and things are going, I think the the key is to remain agile and adaptable. And as transformations happen in those contiguous industries that we're, involved in or reliant on to deliver service, you have to be able to shift and move and morph to be able to meet client needs, but also to be able to continue to be a going concern as a company and as a firm in the space.
Love it. Love it. I'm laughing here. I'm smiling as you're talking here. Tim Quirk's asking if I'm stepping on a chew toy. No, Tim. Normally, I'm the only thing.
Jesse.
I'm the only thing chewing on set at Love and Relo, but not today. Jesse actually was chewing on it, and I thought I was like, oh, they're not going to hear that. We got better mics, so we upgraded the mics here actually. So yeah, now they hear it, I guess. Thanks for everybody offset who took care of that. Look at this. Let's see here. Young first-time homebuyers might come from this. Christian appreciates the insights. Thank you, Anthony. I said it was the last question, and I lied. But I do that. It's my show. What are you going to do? Leslie says, will CRI gain a valuable new technology, product, or process? They really want to know. They really want to know what's under the hood.
Yeah, we're actually, just last week I was working with a couple of people on some of the future roadmap stuff, and it's without giving away some of our hopeful secret sauce. Yeah, definitely. I think although we don't ever want to take that human component out, I think you'd be kidding yourself if you sort of thought technology didn't come into play in the service experience and in any industry. So we are looking at some really interesting integrations that have not been done yet in the industry that we feel pretty close to. So now you'll be seeing those in some announcements in the next 3 to 6 months.
You got to let us break the news here. I don't want to hear about it secondhand, Anthony. I want to get out here. So let's see. Sandra Clary says the flip side of the remote workforce dynamics might be more traditionally thought of settling in services that used to be thought of for international dramatic culture changes, focusing on helping employers to develop culture and team dynamic. And yes, it's all remains to be seen. It's interesting. We talk about that. Somebody once told me that the tax implications of moving from New Jersey to, Texas, are as complicated as they are moving from Germany to France. And yet we only consider, only like 20% of domestic transferees get tax assistance, whereas most of them on the international side do, right? So I think there's a lot of services that can be sold into the domestic transferee market that have not been focused on in the past. So it will be interesting to watch relocation management companies reinvent the way we manage relocation. Anthony Horton, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping by. Much. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you for really opening up and letting us know what's going on.
I got to go check on that 400J.
Check on that tariff and make sure it's compliant. Also get that dog another toy. We stole its toy. Anna Baraldi coming to the stage here now with us here. Anna Baraldi, the Director of Global Services. Sit here. I know it's uncomfortable, but it looks good on camera. Just bring it in there. There you go. How are you doing? It's so good to see you here. It's wonderful to see you here. This is fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. And Jana Chesnowski, will you throw up a new banner for Anna since we changed here? Let's go here. We got folks. Tiffany, look at this. People are just checking it. Hit that like button right now. Tiffany saying everything is cyclical. Service fees may come back. Fantastic, Aaron. Christina checking in here. Technology frees up everyone to grow the customer experience and handle what really matters, our transferees. I'm going to ask you, Anna, what really matters in a relocation? You focus on the international side of the business. We're kind of talking a little bit about domestic stuff, but what's really important to those international assignees?
I think the one thing that is really important is that the clients to understand the employees' relocation need when they're moving internationally, because it's not the same as domestic. And internationally, there's going to be elements that they're going to really help the employees to be acclimated at the host location, like
Okay.
destination services, helping with.
So explain to us what destination services are, because this is one of the last things I learned when I got into relocation. I'm like, destination service. I came from household goods, right? So for me, destination services were unpacking. Okay. What are destination services from an international assignment perspective?
So destination services is a services that is being delivered locally, but a destination services expert. And that will include like the home search or the home funding, if they're like planning to rent the house,
Yeah.
The school search,
Yeah.
the orientation tour, taking the employee and families around to the different interesting areas.
So this is really interesting because, like, coming from a U.S. standpoint, the real estate agent will do like home search over here, right? As we were just talking, Christian was just talking about home sale and things like that. But over in, well, basically everywhere else, it sounds like,
It could
we
be
use DSPs,
in-
not real estate agents. Is that right?
It could be real estate agents also
Okay.
outside of the countries, right? And inbound the U.S., but it also could be along with destination services consultants. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the number one kind of, what is the number one most important service or thing that's most highly rated or maybe predicts a successful assignment? Like what type of service or what type of factor would you say?
I feel like probably, when clients are working with the relocation company, we put together the right package. If we put together the right package, the right compensation package, it's most likely the employees is going to succeed on the host location.
Okay. Where are people moving to? I'm very curious about this. I just traveled back from Spain, a week ago. We're seeing travel restrictions changing, and I've heard about a lot of pent up demand, as things were kind of like normalizing in different countries in different parts of the world. Where are you seeing the most desirable or hottest destinations right now?
Well, before the COVID-19 pandemic, and our main locations are always between the US and the UK. And now, post-pandemic, we're still seeing those traffic lanes, UK, US. We also see UK, Singapore, US, Singapore to the US. We're seeing a lot India to the US, India to the UK, Mexico to the US.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. We got people checking in here. Hit that like button. Send a little love out here to Anna. We're over here in CRI HQ in Dallas. Also, if you've got a question or comment, leave it in the comments for us. We will try to get to all of you here. Let's see. Therese is saying back in the day, domestic tax services were offered in the year of transfer. Yes. I hope that comes back. That'd be awesome. Riva saying lease review. Lease review is a service included. Is that something that you offered through DSPs or?
Yes, it is offered to the DSP. It is part of the home finding or the home search. And one of the services that is also key to the destination services to hand-holding the employee is the settling services. When someone is relocating from an international location and they need to come into the United States, they'll need hand-holding to apply for the Social Security, to open a bank account, to driver's license, just anything that helps the employee to settle or acclimate in the host location.
I love it. Yeah, I wouldn't know the first place to start if I had to get a social security number. I call Anna. That's what I do. Everybody is loving Anna too. There's so much love coming in. Kristen, hi Anna. Norman, woohoo, Anna. I try to do the voices. I'm trying now. I love Carlos. Hey Ben, what's up, Carlos? Good to see you. He says, great to hear from Miss Baraldi. Her years of experience and expertise are a true value add to our clients and transfers. Isn't that nice?
Super nice.
Seems to be a recurring
Thank you to my team
here. Yeah, everybody seems to love you here. Justin, coming in. Nice work, Anna. Look at this. Look at Angie in the house. Hi, Ben and Anna. Great content. What's up, Angie? Good to see
I
Angie.
love Angie.
Isn't Angie good? She's good times, isn't Angie? Look at that. Christina, do you see any UK to Mexico? Christina wants to know. UK to Mexico.
To be honest, I haven't seen it, but you never know.
Christina, why do you ask? I'm curious. Is that a lane that you're seeing? I know Christina's firm works with a lot of household goods moves, and I'm curious if you're seeing that as a big traffic lane, Christina. And if you are, what are some of the interesting nuances or challenges there? Lisa, destination services is a large component and critical to the assignees. There is a definite uptick in that volume on our relocations. I want to ask you though, challenges. What are some of the challenges you're seeing with clients right now?
Sure. So, well, as you know, we just went through COVID-19
What's
pandemic.
COVID-19? What's that?
You don't remember anymore.
No, I don't remember. I had a COVID blackout.
We just went through.
I've memory loss. I have long-term memory loss. No, I'm just kidding. Too soon.
So we just went through a lot of challenge, and we still are, because COVID-19 is not done yet, right?
COVID-22.
Yeah.
Still working on it.
We're still going through 22 and probably 23. But my point is, like, there was a lot of restriction, hiring was on hold, relocation overall was on hold, especially, on the international space, what I work on.
Yep.
Right. And
probably more impacted even than like domestic transfers. I mean, it really just came to a shutdown, like zero.
It's shut down. You can't travel. Right. So we can't plan anything with our clients other than help them on the client to repatriate back employees.
Oh, you did have the repatriation. So I shouldn't say zero volume. You had repatriation.
Yeah, we're repatriating, and we still have clients that they were still moving people internationally, but they will have to deal with the consequences of travel restriction, travel cancellation.
Has COVID-19 and that whole like couple years of zero volume, basically, except for repatriations, has that changed? Has that made a long-term indelible mark on our industry? I mean, has that changed us forever? The way that we look at international assignments?
Of course.
Yes. Think so?
Right now, and it's actually really exciting now that as post-COVID, that the clients are reaching out, and I can tell you they're reaching out every single day, right? Asking for customized packages and customized, like discussing relocation and discussing options and alternative where to send the employees, right? And before it was more like steady, like, okay, we're gonna send someone John Doe to this country to this country. Right now they're looking for alternatives in cost comparison, cost of living comparison, due to all the what's happening today with the supply chain issues, with the rising of the everything, right?
So they're looking, I mean, are you talking about like, instead of moving, like, okay, what does it cost to buy stuff, or are you talking about that? What types of alternatives and things are you talking about?
Alternative in the meaning of they're not looking at one particular country. They're looking to several options, and they're looking also to analyze what is the cost of living, comparing all the countries, and see what is the best option for them.
Oh, so like where they're even going to set up shop, or where they're even going to have people. You're saying
where they're going to have people.
Yeah.
Where are they going to have people? Okay, what is my best solution? Where I can what can I save costs, right?
So are they looking at cost of living, or are they also looking at like availability of talent? Like, what are they looking at? What are some of the factors?
They're looking at availability of talent as well,
right.
But on the same thing, client will have to analyze costs. Right. And one of the things the first thing that as an employee, the employee wants to know, okay, if we're looking at moving me from the US to the UK, I want to know what are the cost of living look like? Is that convenient for me? Do I need to negotiate my compensation package? What will be my options? What will be my benefits at the host location? So this is what the clients are dealing with in terms of, dealing with the challenge or balancing the talent or retain the employee, along with dealing with the today's relocation costs and immigration and tax implications. And of course, everything is more complex just because COVID-19.
Wow. So you're saying people are actually negotiating their relocation benefits?
Yes,
Have you seen that more now than you used to see?
yes. And
Because it used to be like a policy, right? And now it's kind of
it
everything's
used to
on the
be a
table.
policy, exactly. Used to be a policy. And then thanks for bringing this up because, right now the clients are asking for more flexibility. And it's actually the key, being flexible or allowing employee to choose their relocation benefit because, given the current situation, this is the way, that's the new way, right? That it needs to be.
Well, sounds like a lot's going on the international side, on the global side. Anna, thank you so much for being here with me and explaining all this today. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you. And we're going to welcome Stephanie Massegee to the stage here, Director of Account Management. The stage here. I'm saying the stage, like in the middle of a big room. Hey, how's it going, Stephanie? How are you?
Good. How are
you? Welcome.
Handshakes.
Yeah, handshakes, right? This is awesome. Fantastic. So, Stephanie, real quick, you want to tell people what you do as the Director of Account Management?
Yeah. So I work here at our Carrollton office and really manage the relationship between our clients, our transferees, CRI, all of our supplier partners. We kind of just all work together and
nice
relationship.
You just bring it all together.
Yeah, we're a one-stop shop here.
Very nice, very nice, very cool. So do you work with clients on things like their policies? I mean, we're kind of talking a little bit about policy and how people administer that. I mean, are you kind of involved with some of that policy work?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very hands-on with the policy work. In fact, we're actually seeing a real trend away from the cookie cutter ABC, this is your policy, and more into, like Anna was talking about, a core flex program. So maybe we have like a core household goods and final move.
What are the core? Because I feel like some people, we debate this sometimes, what the core benefits are. I'm a household goods guy, kind of like, by trade, right? So I'm always an advocate for household goods, but then I've got friends who, don't even own any furniture, and they're like, that's the way to be. You just go where the career takes you and opportunity goes, and who needs household goods? Just hold you back.
I mean, I think everybody's got some household goods. Everybody's got some things to move, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of these people out here, they're just renting furniture. I mean, everything comes furnished, and you just
that's I guess an
pick
option
up a
as well.
suitcase and go to New Delhi, and all of a sudden you're off and start a new career over there.
Yeah, I think that might be an assignment type thing, not so much a relo. I don't know.
But I don't know. I mean, let's put it out there, everybody. Audience question: if you're watching right now, first hit that like button right now. Send a little love out to Stephanie here in Carrollton at HQ. Also, what are the core benefits? Domestic, U.S. transferee. What are the core benefits out there? Throw it in there. This is where we get to see everybody say, my benefits core. Language training, most definitely. No, what are your thoughts there? So go ahead. Tell me the core.
I mean, I'm team household goods.
Team household goods
and final move. I feel like it's the most important to get the person, family, and their belongings to the new location. And then, flex for everything else. Let them choose what's important to them. I mean,
what do they choose when given choice? I always find it interesting to see what people choose to do when given choice versus, what they'll say on like on a survey, a satisfaction survey, or, what a company or experts will say that people need. And then when you give people either money or options, how they choose to deploy those options. So what are people choosing now that maybe, I don't know, might be surprising or interesting?
Well, I mean, I think hands down temp living is probably the most popular just for that interim, 15, 30, 45, 60 days while they figure out their permanent housing.
Are you seeing shorter stays or longer stays? Longer.
Much longer.
Temp living's just becoming living.
It is.
You know why? Because they like that furnished apartment. They don't want to bring their own household goods. They're like, your stuff is nicer than my stuff. You got this white leather furniture. You got these cool lamps. My stuff is dated. I don't want to bring it.
Yeah, sure.
That's just, I mean, every time I stay in a corporate apartment, I'm like, I wish my place looked like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we also know that the housing market is bananas out there right now. So
BANANAS.
Yes, Gwen.
Yes. This is great. Put it in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are. We got people. Look at this. Yep, agree. Household goods. Yeah, Tiffany's saying that's core for sure.
We're gonna get T-shirts that say Team Household Goods.
Team Household Goods. Hosea Botley. Hello, Ben and Stephanie. What's up, Hosea? Christine Leichenberger. I don't know if I did that right, Christine. I'm still getting used to the new name here. Christine saying corporate housing. Winky face. Love it. Tim Quirk, my wife and kids own everything. I own my clothes. So if Tim shows up with just clothes, you know what happened. Let's see here. Tiffany says, gotta have my stuff. Fantastic. This is fun. Let's see. Stephanie wears many hats and wears them very well, Kristen says.
Thanks, Kristen.
You can Venmo her. Norman says, great work, Stephanie. Fantastic. Tara, hey.
Hey,
Stephanie. What's up? This is great. Look at this. Jamie's chiming in here. We got some comments as well from Anna's segment here. I see so many expectations from the international transferee differentiating from the companies, thus resulting in a failed assignment. The cost and effect on the project incurred is enormous. Well, that goes to speak to kind of what we were just talking about between what transferees want or assignees want and what the company wants. And then sometimes people going out and doing their own thing or doing something different, and then you see failed assignments. I mean, I worry sometimes with the amount of choice that we're giving transferees. I worry with the amount of lump sum programs that we're giving, that it's good in the short term. It's like candy for dinner. You know, you can't eat candy for dinner. You give people choice, they eat candy. And then, you know, it's not sustainable.
Essentially, we're all toddlers.
We're all toddlers. Let's face it. Okay. I get into arguments sometimes with my corporate friends, like, no, these are very smart engineers. I'm like, yeah, but when given a choice, they eat candy for dinner. I'm telling you. What are you saying? Is this sustainable? Or should people be given the kind of choice? And does it lead to bad decisions?
I think it's important to give people choice. And I think having like a core flex is good. You disagree. I saw that look.
I mean,
But
look, as a guy that eats candy for dinner, I'm telling you, I don't know about choice. It's dangerous.
But I mean, within reason, you know, we're the
Yes.
professionals. We're here to
I
guide
get a
you
choice
through
between
the
asparagus,
experience.
broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. That should be my choice.
More or less. More or less. But yeah, I mean, we give them with a flex spend, we'll, you know, give them a reasonable amount of options to choose from. So temp living, you know, storage, things like that they might need. We're not going to say here's a lump sum. I don't think that that's the way to go, because to your point, people will just eat candy.
Therese saying, I see a lot of singles asking for an allowance in lieu of shipping. Where my single people at? What are y'all doing out there? Let's see here. Jean is saying, I've been living in furnished apartments since 2004. Dang, all right. Be interesting. I mean, that's 18 years of furnished apartments. You could own that stuff.
Yeah.
Janet Turner finally got to check in. What's up, Janet? How are you doing it? Leslie says, Stephanie, you are nailing it, as if there was any doubt whatsoever. Jamie's children's schooling is high priority and will dictate a lot of the other services. Interesting. Candy for dinner, Carrie says. It depends on the candy. I mean, Reese's, that is dinner. I mean, that's good protein, at least. What's up,
Some
Carrie?
protein.
Rob's team broccoli. All right, Rob, you didn't answer though. What goes in your core and a core flex program, Rob? I'm curious. Carlos, I agree, Stephanie. Flexibility and adaptability matters. Can't wait to go to another client visit with you. See you soon.
Friday.
That's super interesting. Speaking of clients, so what are the biggest changes you're seeing to benefits? I know we talked about flexibility. Are they scaling back in the benefits packages due to austerity measures and a pending slowdown, as we've kind of talked about? Or are they finding that they need to have more robust benefits packages, because we're also in a war for talent during the great whatever we're in, the great resignation, realignment, retention, the great,
so many grades out there.
Yeah.
No,
Everything's swell.
I think it's really about getting creative now. People are having to really differentiate themselves in the market. And so, for example, we've partnered with some really innovative, some really cost-effective suppliers like Pivot and Prowess that, you know, really focus on the social well-being of the employee once they get there to really help with the acclimation. And then also, I've seen a client recently offer a spousal appreciation benefit where they just gave them some money to go get a massage or go.
Okay. All right. Here, I'm going to put my cynical.
Really
Where's
getting
my
creative
cynical
with these
hat? Hold on a
benefits.
second. So it's like, we're not going to actually give you a benefit, but we're going to teach you how to be more comfortable with change.
No, they're going to give the benefit in addition to these
In
extras.
addition to, okay.
Yes, plus,
Okay.
it's
I thought we
plus.
were just going to invest in reframing your situation, not in moving your household goods.
No, we're still moving household
reframe
goods.
the need for household
We're
goods.
team
Okay.
household goods over
All
here.
right, good. Let's see here. We got Team Shameless Plug over here at Rob Zeitz says tax, immigration, cost of living data from Air Inc. I told you they'd come out. I told you they'd all plug themselves. It's great. No, that's fun. But what is some big takeaways that you can share with us for companies who need to relocate employees, in today's climate? Because things are different now than they were a few years ago.
They are different. I mean, I think as Bob Dylan said, the times they are changing.
There you go.
So,
just dated yourself there. Bob Dylan
I just
quotes
like
there.
Bob.
So I'm quoting Gwen Stefani. She's quoting Bob Dylan.
Yeah. To each their own.
yours is going to age better, I'm sure.
No, but I mean, it's just about being flexible, being very flexible, thinking outside the box. And I mean, with raising inflation, we're still dealing with the effects of COVID-19. I think it's really just about partnering with your trusted RMC and getting creative, getting flexible, thinking outside the box, and just know that things are changing. We are change experts. Let us help you.
Yeah, it seems like the conversations are more important, right? And we kind of talk about high touch or high tech, right? And as much as we'd love to all build like some algorithm that seamlessly takes an employee through their relocation experience, you need to have those conversations with employees. You need to have those conversations with the client when they're coming up with policies, or not the non-policy policy. And those conversations really require human beings. And so I think that's like kind of the comforting thing as we look at the way that the jobs are changing. I read a stat, that said most of the jobs that are going to be out there in 10 or 15 years aren't even around today. And we say, okay, what is the purpose of human beings? What's the place of human beings in the future workforce and work? What are we even going to be doing? Are we even going to be necessary? And yeah, your work week is going to go down to 10 hours and the rest is going to be TikTok. Yes, that is the future. But those 10 hours are going to be very important, having conversations with clients. So that's what I see at least. Yeah. 30-hour TikTok, 10-hour work. Is that
sure?
We're reimagining the workforce, Anthony. Actually, we've decided more TikTok time and less. Janet's saying, what is playing in the background? We have a question. What is playing in the background, Stephanie?
This is actually an interview that we had with one of our household good delivery employees who relocated. We shipped her household goods. And so she was generous enough to give us a review in video interview form. So
oh, wow.
That's what that is.
Speaking of reviews, I noticed everywhere there's reviews. There's one. Hello. Wait, where'd it go? There's one right there. These are all your Google reviews.
Yes, we're very proud of them.
I've never seen
our Google.
I go to a lot of
so
relocation management companies, and I never saw actual Google reviews on the walls. Why do y'all do that?
We're really proud of them. I mean, our employees, our consultants, coordinators, associates, they all work so hard to take care of our relocating employees and our clients, and we just want to showcase them.
Yeah, I think that's super cool, especially when you look at the online reviews from a lot of companies. I mean, it's hard to manage your online reputation.
Mm-hmm.
We move a lot of people during it's the most stressful period of their life, right?
It is.
And a lot of things can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them decide to move during June, which is the worst time to move, and also have interviews in people's offices while they're trying to work. Honestly, point to be like, yeah, why'd you come here? Yeah, I mean, it's a tough time, and those things stick on the internet and they stay forever. So I think that's Tiffany saying 4.9 Google score. That's incredible.
I feel like people leave reviews when they're really angry or they're really happy. There's not a lot of middle ground there. And if you go look at our reviews, they're all really happy.
Well, there's that one star over there that I found really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rob says that's a cool idea. Yeah, super cool. I think it also keeps you close to the voice of the customer, right? Because you're also looking at the verbatim. You're not just looking at it in the aggregate. You're looking at like, okay, Mindy said she really liked the fact that we called her back really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow. Anthony's idea. Anthony's getting the credit for that. Anthony, why'd you put the Google reviews up? Yeah, to keep it close to what you do he's saying to reinforce what you do every day. That's really cool. Eddie's saying love the flag logo. Yeah, Eddie, it's Pride Month. Yeah, we had this logo developed and we weren't rocking with it, and we were like, don't like, hey, no, better late than never. Tiffany says we have the best team. Okay, Tiffany's saying that, but I'll put you on the spot.
Mhm.
Why do you have the best team?
I mean, because everybody here really does care. I mean, I feel like that's cheesy and maybe
Kinda.
like whatever.
But it's true. It's true.
I mean, everybody really does care. They care about our teammates. We care about our employees that we're relocating. I mean, we're with them for quite a long time, going through a really difficult experience of moving, sometimes cross country, around the world. And our people really do care.
Yeah. Where does the caring come from? Because I think it's really easy not to care. I mean, I've worked for moving companies for some time, and as much as we talk about the people and we talk to the people, sometimes they feel like a file. Like when it's June and you got 100, relocations on your desk, and you're just like, and they can turn into a number. How do you keep the caring like front and center?
Well, I think our senior leadership, Anthony and everybody, really kind of helps with that. I mean, we create a culture. We can bring our dogs in. We're very friendly, and we have team happy hours, even virtual. It starts from the top down. Right?
You know what?
So,
that's really cool. And that does sound cheesy, also, but I do think it's real though, because there's, I think there's been this evolution, and there's been an evolution in the philosophy around who is the most important stakeholder in an organization. And I think, we used to be, the customer's always right. And that was like the dogma for a long time. And then, in like the 80s, right, it was like shareholders. And then like now recently, we keep hearing about employees, right? Because if you take care of employees, they take care of customers, which take care of shareholders, right? And I really do. I mean, it seems like I'm blowing smoke, but I really do see that around here. I mean, you got the dogs, you got the Google reviews. Everybody's, happy and like chilling. You got ping pong table, more importantly, you got the foosball table, which I'm about to, take Anthony out to the woodshed on the foosball here soon for charity. Hopefully I can talk him into another charity match where we donate some money. But no, it's fun. I always like coming here, and it's always fun coming to CRI.
It is fun. We like it up here.
Yeah. So, well, I really appreciate you being here and all the people. Look at all these people that are just getting into it here. This is fantastic. Tiffany's saying they choose service every day and care about each other, everyone we are moving, and our clients. Jamie says, always come back to alcohol. Yeah, sometimes, Jamie. Sometimes we do.
Everybody loves.
Look at Jesse. Can we get Jesse over here? Can we get a shot of the dog? This is the moment you've all been waiting for, okay? You've hung in here for 57 minutes for a shot of Jesse. Jesse, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, we got Jesse.
Oh,
Jesse, you're a big boy, Jesse. Yes, you are. Oh, this is great. What's up, Jesse? Look at this. Lisa says we are a highly collaborative culture, supportive. I'm supporting your teammate right now. Jesse, anything you want to say to people right now, Jesse? This is a live stream. Yeah, you're on the internet, Jesse.
He's going to be famous.
You're famous. His tail's wagging. He's loving it. The tail's wagging. Guys, this is a new first. We have a dog on the show. Oh, good. Okay. All right.
Smooches.
That's sweet. That's nice, Jesse. What kind of dog are you, Jesse? What is this? Jesse? We got a Jesse. Who put a Jesse graphic up there? We got a Jesse graphic going on here. This is fantastic. Carrie saying, "Oh, Jesse is a cutie." Yes, he is. Tiffany's laughing. She's putting the care in Carrollton. Rob Zeit says, "Y'all are hilarious. This is a love and reload first." What a great way to spend a Monday. Sandra's putting dog emojis in here. What do y'all think about the dog? Should we do a dog all the time? Oh, what a lover boy, handsome fellow. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. That's great. Hey, Jesse. You're a good boy. Thanks, Ben. Nice having you in the office today. Hi, Jesse. A golden doodle? He's awesome. Is it a golden doodle? Jesse, you golden doodle? You golden doodle?
He's got some golden doodle vibes.
His ears are perking up. You golden doodle? Jesse, you golden doodle? New host. Yes. Rob, would it be more interesting? Better points, perhaps? All right. Anyway, this has been our show here, live from CRI HQ in Texas. Here we are. This is really happening. We got 3 more cities we're going to be in, doing 3 more interviews. So please tune in all week. Hit that like button. Send some love to Jesse. Jesse, can you do like a paw thing? Can you wave to people? Maybe he's like, no, dude, I don't do that. All right, cool. So tune in tomorrow. We are going to be in Milwaukee. WHR group. On Wednesday, we're going to be with Relo Direct in Chicago. And on Thursday, we are going to be in Omaha at NEI. So I can't wait to see all of you there. We wouldn't have a show without you. So thank you. And thank you so much to the CRI team, who's been amazing. Great host here. Can you give like a bark or something? Ruff. Ruff. No? All right. Anyway, the dog's like too well trained. It's like too chill. I'm like trying to get some animation out of the dog. Hey, thanks everybody. Can you guys end the broadcast for me? My hands are a little full over here. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it.